I wish there were one tablet that could fix the tiredness, the weight, the brain fog, and the feeling that my body stopped responding after 40. That is not laziness. That is what happens when your health starts to feel like a second job. And the uncomfortable truth is this. Science is now close enough to the one-pill fantasy that the question is no longer ridiculous. But the fantasy is still wrong. A pill can deliver one signal. Your body is asking for a pattern. So before we talk about any drug, do this test today. After your largest meal, walk for 10 minutes at a pace where speaking is possible, but singing would be difficult. Then watch 3 things for the next hour: your mental clarity, your appetite, and the heavy feeling in your body. If even one of those shifts, that is a clue. It means your system is not simply missing one magic molecule. It means your body still responds to signals. Stay with me here because this is the part most exercise pill headlines quietly skip. Exercise is not one thing. It is pressure in the blood vessels, stretch in the muscle, heat, lactate, breathing rhythm, nerve activity, immune messages, blood flow, mechanical load, recovery chemistry. Researchers sometimes call this the exercise milieu. That word sounds academic, but the meaning is simple. Exercise is not just movement. It is a temporary environment that forces your body to update itself. That is why it can affect blood sugar, mood, sleep depth, blood pressure, inflammation, appetite, muscle, bone, and brain function at the same time. Not because exercise is magical, because it is biologically crowded. Now your brain may be asking the obvious question. If scientists know the signals, can't they just bottle them? Partly, and that is why this story is interesting. In 2024, researchers reported that a compound called SLU-PP-332 could activate estrogen-related receptors in mice. Those receptors help regulate energy metabolism. In mouse models of obesity and metabolic syndrome, the compound increased energy expenditure, raised fatty acid oxidation, reduced fat accumulation, and improved insulin sensitivity. That is real, but it is not a human exercise replacement. It is a preclinical molecule acting on one part of the exercise signal. Another molecule called Lac-Phe was designed to raise lactate and ketone-related signals, 2 metabolic signals your body naturally sees during strenuous exercise and fasting. Another signal, Lac-Phe, rises after intense exercise and has been shown to reduce food intake in obese mice. It has also been observed in humans after exercise. So the honest answer is not exercise pills are fake. The honest answer is sharper. The biology is real. The fantasy is incomplete. Here is your first filter whenever you hear about a pill that mimics exercise. Ask 3 questions. What signal does it mimic? What signal does it miss? And who was it tested in? If the answer is cells or mice, that does not mean useless. It means unfinished. If the answer is one pathway, that does not mean failure. It means narrow. But if the answer is everything, that is marketing. Nothing mimics everything. And this is where the second complication begins. The most important use of an exercise mimetic may not be for the healthy person who does not want to move. It may be for the person who cannot move enough. A frail, older adult, someone recovering from illness, a person with heart failure, someone with severe obesity and joint pain, a patient losing strength during aggressive weight loss. For those people, a drug that delivers one missing piece of the exercise signal could be a serious medical tool. That would be a good thing. But if you are a tired, busy, semi-healthy adult in your 40s or 50s, the danger is different. The danger is that the pill becomes permission to ignore the signals your body is still capable of hearing. And I want to be careful here. This is not an anti-medicine argument. Metformin is a serious diabetes drug with decades of use. It affects glucose metabolism and cellular energy sensing. The TAME trial was designed to test whether metformin can delay the development or progression of multiple age-related diseases in older adults. But metformin is not proven to make healthy middle-aged people live longer. Rapamycin is also serious science. In animals, mTOR inhibition has produced some of the most interesting longevity findings we have. But humans are not mice, and mTOR is not simply a bad switch. It helps regulate growth, repair, immune function, and muscle adaptation. This is where I had to change how I think. Aging biology is not a list of villains. It is timing. The same pathway can be helpful in one moment and harmful in another. Too much growth signaling all the time can be a problem. Too little growth signaling when you need to build muscle, recover, or adapt can also be a problem. One pill for everything is tempting because it removes complexity, but it also removes timing. and timing is where much of the intelligence of the body lives. So let's make this practical. If you want the closest real-world version of the one pill effect, stop looking for one molecule first. Start with 4 signals. Signal 1 is contraction. That means muscle actually shortening and producing force. Walking after a meal counts, stairs count, cycling counts, carrying groceries counts. Contraction tells muscle to pull glucose out of the blood, communicate with other organs, and stop behaving like passive tissue. Your minimum dose is 10 minutes after your largest meal. Not because 10 minutes is perfect, because it is repeatable. Signal 2 is load. This is the signal no appetite drug, no glucose drug, and no endurance mimetic can fully replace. Your bones and muscles need force. They need the message, stay useful. Your minimum dose is 2 strength sessions per week. Squat pattern, hinge pattern, push, pull, carry. If that sounds basic, good. Basic is where biology pays you back. Signal 3 is breath pressure. Once or twice a week, your heart and lungs need to know this is not a casual walk, not punishment, a signal. This could be 4 short uphill pushes, intervals on a bike, or fast walking if that is where you are starting. The goal is not suffering, the goal is adaptation. Signal 4 is recovery. This is the one high-performing adults often ruin. If you keep adding stress signals without recovery, the body does not hear become younger. It hears survive. Sleep, protein, rest days, and not stacking every protocol at once are not soft advice. They are part of the signal. And if your brain is now saying, so the answer is just exercise, that is still too shallow. Just exercise is what people say when they have not understood the mechanism. The real answer is this. Your body changes when it receives repeated, varied, correctly timed signals. A pill can help one signal, a lifestyle can arrange the orchestra. And medicine, used correctly, can absolutely be part of that orchestra. But it should not replace your ability to hear the music. There is a safety boundary here. Do not buy experimental exercise mimetics online. Do not take rapamycin, Metformin, or any longevity drug because a podcast made it sound elegant. Do not start or stop prescribed medication because of a YouTube video. If you have diabetes, cardiovascular disease, severe obesity, chronic pain, frailty, or a real medical condition, medication may be one of the most rational tools available. That decision belongs with a qualified clinician who knows your body, your labs, and your risks. This episode is not an argument against medicine. It is an argument against fantasy. The future probably will not be one tablet that fixes all your problems. It will be more precise. A drug for one pathway, movement for the whole signal field, nutrition for the substrate, sleep for repair, testing for feedback, clinical care for risk. That is less seductive than one pill, but it is much closer to how your body actually works. So the next time you see the headline, exercise in a pill, anti-aging pill, fasting mimetic, metabolic switch, do not ask only, does it work? Ask the better questions. What signal does it replace? What signal does it fail to replace? And what signal is my body asking for right now? That question changes you. You stop being the person chasing the next molecule. You become the person reading the system. And once you can read the system, the fantasy of one pill gets smaller. Not because the science is less exciting, because your body is more intelligent than the fantasy gave it credit for. The most powerful medicine in the future may not be the pill that replaces your biology. It may be the one that teaches us which parts of biology should never have been outsourced.